So this is the third and final installment of Lacey Lovers' review of our destination wedding at the RIU Merengue. I can start by telling you that we booked the ceremony date and hotel location through the main website for the RIU at riu.com. They came back with a confirmation of the date and the time, and they told us that there were three different locations that we could have this ceremony at. Number one being the beach, number two being an interior garden location, and the third one was this gazebo right here, and it was really, really nice. It was even nicer in person. We had chosen the beach, but once we got to the resort, we really wanted to switch to the gazebo location, and we were told that this gazebo belonged to the RIU Bachata, which was another resort that was right beside us, and the cost was going to be extra. Just to let you know, heads up, they don't tell you that when you book your wedding and they give you the locations. They give you this location, but they don't tell you that it's going to be extra. So that's just a word of advice. So the wedding coordinator, the head wedding coordinator, which all your first questions and responses go to, had told me that my personal wedding coordinator at the hotel in the Dominican was going to be contacting me 3 months before the ceremony date to make all the arrangements. So at the 3 month mark, I had emailed. Her name is Janet, and she's stationed in Mexico at the RIU. I guess she's the head wedding coordinator. She came back to me on, it was sometime in November. It was no, 3 months before. She had said, please be informed that the wedding coordinator, Miss Maria Isabel Garcia, will be contacting you via email and by phone at least 2 months before the ceremony. So that was fine. At least they gave me a heads up, and I knew when to expect that we were going to start making the arrangements for the ceremony. So at the 2 month mark, actually, I emailed her back January 15th, and the ceremony was scheduled March 2nd. She gets back to me, Janet gets back to me saying, please be informed that Maria Isabel will be contacting you at least 1 month before the wedding date. So I just decided not to be a pain in the butt about it, and I decided to wait until 1 month before. So finally, by February 5th, less than a month before we were due to arrive, I sent Janet another email letting her know that I had not heard from Miss Isabel Garcia. And Janet got back to me basically saying, I have the email right here in my hand. Well, call her yourself. And she gave me the phone number, a direct phone number in the Dominican. And I got back to her saying, no way, I'm not calling her myself. I would like her to contact me. I mean, we're in a day and age now where we have email and Skype and all that stuff. I shouldn't need to make a long distance phone call. So I guess she forwarded the email to Miss Garcia, and I got a response right away that same day on February 5th. It was a big, long, detailed email, which was very good. I was pretty impressed with it. It gave us all the points that we were going to be covering in our interview, which was due to happen when we arrived at the hotel. So she gave me a heads up on what to expect, gave me a number for beauty salon if I needed it, the spa service. So that was good. We did hear from her. We got a welcome message when we checked in on the Tuesday, and the wedding was on the Saturday. The welcome message said that we would be hearing from her in the next little while to book the interview, to pick out all the flowers and the cake and all the arrangements for the wedding. I hadn't heard from her by Thursday, so I, took it upon myself to go down into the lobby and explain to the front desk that, I was getting married in 2 days and my wedding coordinator had not yet tried to contact me at all. They put a call to her, through to her right away, and they passed the phone to me. They got her right away. And she was very apologetic. She said she had been busy. Basically, she told me the only time she had to come and meet with us was Friday at noon. and I explained to her that that wasn't good for me, that my soon-to-be husband had a golf date planned already. We had booked that way in advance with the other guys who were in the wedding group. There was a group of 15 of us. All the guys were going golfing. And she basically told me, too bad, that was the only time that she had to meet with us. And I just went ahead and booked the meeting, and I told her simply, look, my fiance is just not going to be there to attend the interview, and she said fine. I was really really surprised. So, but what ended up happening was she was a half an hour late. My daughter and I sat in the lobby and waited and waited. She was a half an hour late. So Barry did end up being able to attend the meeting. He walked into the lobby just as the meeting was starting. So I don't know if that was a good thing for him. He doesn't really like to hang around for that kind of stuff. He was perfectly willing to let me go ahead with all the arrangements. But anyway, this time being someone being late, actually it worked out for the best. So we picked out our cake, our flowers, the color scheme, the works, the location of the dinner. You have choice of two, either the Italian a la carte or the steakhouse. We chose the Italian because we figured, you know what, there's not much damage you can do to Italian food and pasta. You know, having a horrible steak it's much worse than having horrible pasta. So we decided to go for the Italian a la carte. I'll show you just briefly, or actually not more than briefly, but I'm going to explain to you how the wedding packages work. These are the two higher end wedding packages. They start with a free package, and then they go to like like a lower, kind of like a lower, I'm not going to say lower quality, but if you have a lower budget, you can buy a package. It doesn't cost you much, and you do get some of the bells and whistles and stuff too. But here are the two higher end ones that we ended up. We booked the RIU Caprice package. That's the most expensive one. You don't have to pay for your actual wedding until you arrive at the hotel and you meet with your wedding coordinator. You pay. I think they prefer that you pay by credit card. So you can choose the package when you book, but you don't have to pay for the package until like the day before your wedding. So, which is a good thing because we had chosen the Caprice, the most expensive one. But once we got there and we thought about it and we started looking around, we decided, we didn't need all this stuff. And the only the only difference is everything is the same up to like romantic massage for bride and groom. And then the only extras that you do get is, late checkout for the wedding couple. We were with a group of 15 people, and we found out we were checking out at 8 o'clock on the Tuesday morning, so we didn't really need that. Breakfast in bed in the morning, we didn't really care about. And the two other things, they're fruit with chocolate and 2 bags of petals. We didn't, those weren't really that important to us. So we decided that we wanted to downgrade to the Royal, and the wedding coordinator actually said, no problem, you can downgrade. And she gave us it in the RIU Caprice. There's a cake for 40 people. I think our cake was already ordered, so she went ahead and gave us the cake for 40 people instead of the cake in the Royal package for 15 people. So that was fine. It ended up being way too much cake. I think we ended up just giving it away to the animation staff and other guests, but it was really good. And what else did she give us? She gave us the breakfast in bed in the morning. I mean, they were an hour late, and we had to make a couple of phone calls to reception to ask where the breakfast was, but, all in all, that was fine. I'll go through what we did get and what we didn't get in the Royal wedding package. RIU wedding coordinator, yes. Decoration setup for the ceremony location. I'm going to show you pictures in a second. It was very, very nice. Bridal bouquet, yes. The bouquets, the flowers were just gorgeous. They weren't expensive, and the quality was really, really good. But again, I'll show you in the pictures. Matching boutonniere for the groom, yes. CD or recorded music during the ceremony. We had chosen our music. We put it on a USB key, but their equipment is really, really bad. There was a problem with the equipment, and our ceremony ended up being like a half an hour late because they were trying to get their act together with the equipment. So, semi-private dinner for the couple and wedding guests at one of our specialty restaurants. I don't even know why that's included in the price of the wedding package, because you're paying for that anyway. You're as a regular guest to the hotel. It's included in your all-inclusive rate. So I don't even know why that's up there. They didn't do anything special. We sat at a long table in the back. It's not like they gave us any extra bells or whistles, so I don't understand why that's there. Wedding cake for the couple, yes, it was very good. Sparkling wine for the couple and 15 guests, yes. Special decoration in the room, no. There was no special decoration in the room. Witness if required, we didn't need one. Minister, yes. Marriage certificate, yes. Complimentary room upgrade for the wedding couple. You're not going to get this. I haven't spoken to anyone who's gotten a complimentary room upgrade because they're getting married. It says subject to availability. There is no availability, and I don't even think they have a honeymoon suite there. I think it's an urban myth. I'm not too sure. I don't think it exists. RIU t-shirts, yes. Surprise gift, no. We didn't get a surprise gift. Maybe the surprise was that there was no gift. I have no idea. Romantic massage for the bride and groom. This was a complete joke, and we filed a complaint. If you're going to take this package because of the romantic massage for the bride and groom, because I think the free package and the other package, the first one, doesn't have it, don't take the Royal or the Caprice because of the romantic massage for the bride and groom. I don't go for a lot of massages. I've only been 2-3 times in my life. My husband does go. He goes very, very often. I thought it was a joke, so you can imagine what he thought. We walked in. You can take, by the way, if you decide to go for this, you can take your massage anytime you want. You can take it anytime within the 7 days that you're there. You can go morning of the wedding or the day after the wedding. It doesn't matter. You have to book your own appointment, and you go in. It's a romantic massage, so they put you side by side. They play this really nice, relaxing music in the background. Basically, what they did in our situation was they rubbed the oil into our skin for about 15 minutes and left the room. They left the room. They didn't say a word saying that it was finished. They left. So we just kind of chilled for about 5 minutes, and then I looked at my husband and I said, what's going on? So he went out and he put his robe on and he went out in the hallway, and both the girls were just sitting there, and he said, well, what's going on? And they said, we're finished. And he said, well, you didn't say anything that you were finished. We were waiting for you to come back. And they're saying, no, it's finished. So basically it lasts 15 minutes. I think it's a scam because it's part of a package. If you want a really nice massage, I suggest that you go outside of this package. You book the appointment, you pay the full price, and you go on your own. I'm sure it's really, really good. I've spoken to other people who have had massages there. It's a professional type massage. I just think because it's part of a package, maybe they're not getting, full, maybe they're just getting a small commission on it, so it doesn't motivate them to do a really good job. So that was really disappointing. We made a complaint. I didn't really hear anything back from it. So that's basically what you get with the packages. I'll just go back. I'll show you some pictures. So those were the t-shirts that we got. Those were nice. The decoration for the ceremony, we chose pink. Was really, really nice setup. See, they set up an arch and put like a little, you can't really see the pink ribbons there. I'll try and find another picture. That's the flowers. The flower bouquets were really, really nice. They were nicely done. I was really happy with that. So basically here, I'm going to scan. They put ribbons on the chairs, on all the chairs. This is another picture of the bouquet. So all in all, the only really pet peeve that I have, and it's probably not the hotel's fault, if they were a little more organized, they probably could do something about it, is, I'm going to pull up, I have a video on YouTube. You're probably not going to be able to see it very well here,